So I always start the day off with my alarm placed on the other side of the room intentionally, so that way I have to get out of bed. I keep a calendar by the bedroom door, so I start each day being fully aware of what's to come. That way I can't really avoid seeing it, and it creates a sense of structure in my head. And I keep a pen blue tacked to the wall nearby so that I can make quick adjustments as and when needed. I also use a secondary calendar on my phone as a backup. That way I can keep track of things while I'm on the go, and I can make adjustments there too. So that way I've got a clear view of the structure for the entire day, and I can plan ahead in advance, and I'll get notified. I always take my meds first thing in the morning, well before bedtime, probably around 16 hours before. That way I'm going to reduce the likelihood of experiencing insomnia. And I'll always make sure that I take this with a high protein breakfast. My favourite is eggs on toast. The perfect nutrient profile to begin the day and slow down the rate of absorption of the meds, which in my experience reduces side effects. I try to limit the supplements, and I'm a big believer in omega-3 fish oil. I think it's excellent for memory recall and executive function. A good whole food diet means that typically I'm not going to miss out on anything in particular. Now, I'm a bit of a coffee fiend, and I like to have 1 cup of coffee in the morning with my breakfast, but too much caffeine can cause a host of problems for me. Too much caffeine could possibly cause issues with sleep, energy, and it might even interfere with the medication itself, so I'd limit it if you can. Exercise gives me a natural high and keeps my symptoms at bay. You can do it cheaply from home, just like I'm doing it here with a rucksack and a few heavy items in the bag. It'll help regulate your mood, and it'll make you feel 10 times better. The trick to eating well to treat ADHD is in being prepared. Eating out all the time can easily become a trap because it's so convenient. But if you're trying to manage your money and your health, you'll have to be a bit more proactive. I swear by prepping simple meals in advance. This is absolute key. It's not realistic to be perfect, but I do think that keeping a few staple foods around is necessary. My rule for household chores such as laundry is to keep it regular. I'll typically do a wash when my basket is about halfway full. That way I'm not inundated with clothing to dry, and then have nothing to wear as a result. Whenever I need to make a note of something, especially when I'm out and about, I'll enter it into a notepad widget app on the home screen of my phone. This way I'm never going to get caught out. I give my important belongings a home. My keys go straight here after I get home from anywhere. That way I'm less likely to misplace them. I religiously follow a to-do list. I swear by this stuff. It helps like nothing else. Because with ADHD, the term out of sight, out of mind is painfully true. Around lunchtime I'll have a cup of green tea which contains L-theanine, and this is fantastic to keep your mind sharp and clear. Now, I've always been skeptical of meditation, but I've recently been trying out short sessions. I must say I do find it a pleasant way to relax, calm the mind and gain clarity of thought. But I think for ADHDers, it's probably better if it's on the short side. In the evenings, after all my work is done, I'll unwind and allow myself time to get lost in YouTube, and I'll watch comedies to keep my morale up. It really helps with mental well-being. And you see those glasses I'm wearing? Well, they're not real prescription glasses. They're actually specially made to block out blue light from electronic devices. So I use these every night to help reduce the chances of overstimulating my brain. Bedtime is often a trap for me. I'll end up blasting myself with blue light from electronic devices and trigger insomnia. So I find by switching to audiobooks or reading graphic novels to be an effective way to get my mind to slow down and to help me sleep better. Well, there you have it. There's my routine. I don't always follow this to the absolute T, but it's a general outline of what I tend to do on a weekly basis. I think with ADHD it's important to create a structure, but not a structure that's so strict that it feels stifling and boring. So you want to create a happy medium where you've got just enough spontaneity to keep yourself entertained, but at the same time you keep it under control overall. That's the best strategy.